Come on, let's not punch up. Come on, fellas, let's get back to our positions. Let's go.
Hey, there's some jeeps coming. Must be the hot chow I promises.
All right, Sergeant, get a chow line started. Is that an order? Or are you looking for volunteers? Hey, don't let them bunch up.
It's just in time. Blue, coals are starting.
Hey!
I read in the Stars and Stripes that we're the best fed army in the world. My stomach was beginning to doubt it.
Well, they do the best they can.
Let's go.
Hey, stop! These two are beautiful. Hey, boys, hold it! Oh. Now turn towards me a little. A little more. I've got you at a lousy angle. That's it. Now, a few more for Eleonora, huh? Oh, this is what I came to see. A real GI. Tough looking. Battered. Filthy. Dirty. Beautiful.
Okay, lady?
Oh, wait. I'm not through with you. I'm a war correspondent, and I'm here to get frontline reactions for 20 million readers, okay? Do you feel the people at home are giving you enough backing to win this war, or do you feel that they should be asked to make further sacrifices?
Further sacrifices?
Well, sure, there's rationing of all kinds. There's meat shortages, gasoline shortages.
Look, lady, I got a shortage of my own to worry about right now.
Oh, okay, soldier, but I asked you a question and I want an answer. Hey, you, Goliath.
Combat, a Selmer production. Combat. Starring Rick Jason. And Vic Morrow. Guest star, Elizabeth Ellen.
on this map is the village of Toisange. English translation, Three Angels. Here it is right here. As far as we know, Toisange is unoccupied, a kind of a no man's land. The artillery noise is from 12th Corps firing into the enemy supply area right here, over this way beyond the hills. Now then, here are Lieutenant Hanley and Platoon Sergeant Sergeant Saunders, who have been detailed to answer any questions you might have of a tactical nature. Questions?
How close are the nearest Germans?
Well, Berlin's only 1,000 miles in that direction, Eleanor, if you care to start hiking. I Capture Berlin by Eleanor Glory Hunt.
Very funny. You ought to be with the USO. You do a much better job entertaining the troops than you do writing about them.
Touche, Glory.
Oh, shut up. How close are the nearest German soldiers, Lieutenant?
Well, we haven't had much contact with them lately.
When was the last contact?
About 10 days ago.
There's a rumor up at Army that the American troops could advance, but they're being held back for some political reason. Would you like to comment on that?
Oh, Eleanor, you see, whenever there's a slowdown, why, some armchair strategist starts that rumor.
Lieutenant.
Well, I'm just the platoon leader, ma'am. I can hardly handle my own rumors, let alone commenting on the Army's.
All right. Well, then what do you think, Saunders? Could we advance toward that town, that Toisange, if we wanted to? Just an opinion.
I really don't know.
Oh, brother. I've just arrived from the United States.
We'd never know.
I'll give you a copy of this for your wartime scrapbooks. I'll caption it, Fearless Correspondence in the Thick of Battle. All right, I have a question you can answer. I'm looking for frontline reaction.
Yeah, well, I have a more personal question, like, when do we get back to where it's warm?
Yes, my malaria started again.
You're confusing malaria with DTs. Lieutenant, I want to meet your most forward man.
That seems only fitting. She's our most forward woman.
I'm going to see some men.
It's a pretty nasty dig.
Well, I hate women who just have to prove they're better than men.
Come to think of it, who loves them?
Look out for her, will you? I know how she can get under your skin, but she can do us a lot of good. This is about one of the best magazine photographers in the business. Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Cooperate, but don't let her out of your sight. Well, there's a story that about a month or so ago, she visited some Navy shipyard up near Seattle and tried to stow away on a submarine bound for a combat patrol off Japan.
Well, there are no submarines around here, sir.
Well, you know what I mean. Don't let her sign a separate peace treaty or anything.
That's a good way to get your head blown off.
It's my head.
But I'm temporarily in charge of it till I get you back to the captain. Then you could do what you want with it. All right, let's go and stay low.
Is this your most forward position?
That's right. This is an observation post. Nelson, this is Eleanor Hunt. She's a famous magazine photographer.
I'm a war correspondent. Private, what's out there?
Trees, fresh air.
Germans.
I like to think that it's just trees and fresh air.
What's the matter with you?
I'm going out there.
What for, lady?
The lady's bored. The lady wants to find a little excitement out there.
Excitement? In this place? Sergeant, I came here to cover a war. Since I've been here, I haven't heard one single shot fired in anger. I haven't seen one dead German. Private Nelson, what's your hometown?
Well, now you've seen one.
It's my job.
I have to have these people safely back in the rear area by nightfall. Wonder where she could have gotten to. She knew she had to leave. Where's Hanley?
Saunders took her to the forward area and then...
Bonjour, mes amis! Regarde!
Vive l'Américaine! Vive l'Américaine! Moi aussi, hein!
Les hommes courageux de la résistance!
This cop passed us along the logging road. First thing I knew, she was getting aboard. The best thing I thought was to stick with her.
Well, Captain Smith, and where do you think these resistance children have just come back from?
I don't know.
Toisage. Mm-hmm. While the American army sits on its inertia, these half-tipsy civilians come back and forth at will. Why?
Well, Miss Hunt.
That's General Hunt, Captain. Look, Eleonora, maybe the Army has something more important in mind just now than taking some little village. Maybe they're spread out too thin here to spare the men. Maybe it would create a salient where they could be outflanked, or maybe it... Look, why don't you stop trying to run the war?
Why don't you shave?
All right, Miss Hunt, please get aboard.
Hey, Jacques! Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Et merci.
Oh, de rien, de rien.
Au revoir, Etienne.
Vive
Bon voyage, hein?
À bientôt.
Well, I could do without her.
Where's your sense of public relations, Sergeant?
Hey, Sarge.
What is it?
The lieutenant's taking out a patrol. He wants you in cage, and he says to pick 2 other guys and meet him at the OP right away. I'll go if you want.
Well, what kind of patrol?
Along the road. The female photographer's disappeared.
Oh,
Yeah, and the public relations officer is here with orders from the colonel.
no. Well, wake up, Kirby. Wake up, Kirby.
Hey, Kirby.
What?
We're going for a walk in the woods.
We figure she's somewhere here around Toisange.
Trouble is the enemy could move into this area at any time. We've got to find your girlfriend.
My what?
She went off with those French resistance boys she met yesterday. If I hadn't awakened, we still wouldn't know about it. She left this on my desk for me to cable for her this morning.
I guess she found her submarine, huh?
Or a suitable substitute.
Get a couple of jeeps out of company. The ones with the machine guns mounted. Be ready to leave in 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
stay here, s'il vous plaît.
He's going to find out if it is safe, if there are any Germans in the village. Also, he found out something even more important. If someone perhaps gives us a little breakfast. I hate to get shot on an empty stomach.
Oh, c'est vous. Qui voulez-vous?
Les Boches, ils sont dans le village ou dans les environs?
Ils n'en sont plus ici. Depuis 1 ou 2 semaines.
Oh. Dites ça, les copains et moi, on crève de faim. Est-ce qu'il y aurait quelque chose à manger?
Ah, pour l'amour de Dieu.
Pour l'américaine, alors.
L'américaine?
Oui, l'américaine. Hé, mademoiselle!
Les américaines! La libération! Voici!
Non, 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 non!
Les américains sont ici! Voici! Alors, les américains sont arrivés! Les américaines! C'est la libération!
Non! Vous vous trompez!
Regarde!
Non, non, ce n'est qu'une journaliste américaine. Oh. Hey, regardez. Peut-être bien que c'est la libération. Look, soldiers.
Oh, no, it's not the liberation. They probably just come after me.
Les américaines! C'est la libération! C'est la libération!
Welcome, America! We have long awaited you. Hello, America. We love you. We thank you.
Non, non, c'est pas la libération. Mais non, c'est une erreur, c'est pas la libération.
I bet they think with the liberation.
No! Attention! Attention!
Nous sommes au patrol, reconnaissance. Hey, tell them. Cinq patrouilles de l'armée américaine. L'armée américaine est à l'arrière. C'est pas la libération. C'est pas la libération. Allons, on de la patrie. Le jour du gloire est arrivé. Vive les Américains. Vive la France. Vive l'Amérique.
Go back with us now. Those are orders. Did you hear me, Miss Hunt? You go back with us now. Those are orders. Get in that jeep.
These people can hardly wait for the liberation. They don't know why the Americans haven't come before this, and neither do I. Well, now you're here.
Now get this through your head. We couldn't hold this town even if we wanted to. We don't have enough men. Now get in that jeep. We're going back.
Hi, Yank. Royal Canadian Air Force. Airman L.F. Fraser, shot down near here 2 weeks ago. Here's the one they should clap for. Madame Claudia Micheline. But for her, me and a lot of others would be in some blasted German prison camp.
Je n'ai rien fait, je n'ai rien fait. Soyez les bienvenus. Welcome. There is a brave one who has done far more than me. Monsieur Desjardins, the schoolmaster. Et Monsieur le Docteur Bouvier. Vive le docteur!
Gage, you gotta make them understand this is a patrol, not the liberation. Tell them.
Écoutez, il faut que vous compreniez. Nous ne sommes qu'une patrouille de l'armée américaine. Nous ne sommes pas la libération. Nous ne sommes pas la libération. Vous avez compris?
Oh, c'est la guerre. Gage, you tell them if there are any traitors in town and the Germans come back, we cannot protect the patriots who've revealed themselves.
Et s'il y avait des traîtres dans le village, et j'espère qu'il n'y en a pas, et si jamais les Allemands revenaient dans le village, nous ne pourrions pas protéger tous les patriotes qui se sont révélés. C'est normal.
All right, lady, you're under Army orders. Get in that Jeep.
Okay. I've got my story and I've got my pictures. But I'd rather it didn't end with an American retreat. Merci, Jacques. Merci bien.
Canada! There's room in the Jeep for you.
Okay.
Madame, I wish you'd come with us for your own personal safety.
Monsieur, every family in Trois-Anges has sent at least one son or brother or sweetheart to la guerre, the war. And half of them have died pour la patrie or are blessés, wounded. There are no traitors here in Trois-Anges.
Madam, there's great risk for you and the others.
Monsieur, it is my work, huh? To stay here and help those who cannot escape. They look for us here. I cannot run away. Monsieur, you have your work. You are soldat, eh? You do not run away from battle when there is a risk you may die. Nor do I. L'officier américain veut que nous partions. Il pense qu'il y a un traître parmi nous. Si vous voulez partir, allez. Je ne vous le reprocherai pas. Je resterai ici.
Merci. Et moi?
Monsieur, we all stay here. Mais merci bien. Merci. Et bonne chance. Good luck.
All right, let's get out of here. Little John, let's go.
All right, just take it easy now.
My friend and me, we...
Take it easy now.
Look, vous êtes parti. Mon copain et moi, on était de l'autre côté de Trois-Anges.
No
Et tout d'un coup, on est
comprend,
tombé...
no comprend. No comprend. Cage, give me some water.
Well, Lieutenant, he says that he and his friend, that other Resistance guy, well, after we left, they drove past the village. They ran into some German, and his friend got killed. He thinks the Germans are heading for the village.
Oui, vers Trois-Anges.
Sergeant, round up a couple of men for reconnaissance.
Great. Cage, that means you and Kirk. Come on, let's go.
Lieutenant Hanley, 2nd Platoon. Let me speak to the captain. Sir, Lieutenant Hanley, permission requested for a recon.
What's happened?
The Germans are in the village.
How many?
Je ne sais pas, 20, 30. They are coming to the village after you leave. Two parachutistes American.
American parachutists.
Oui, they are in hiding.
Where are they hiding?
I don't know. Madame Michelin, she has very many hiding places.
Let's go.
All right.
Oh, not you. You better stay here.
Ich glaube, ich bin zu nervös. Was ich brauche, ist ein Urlaub. Das wäre das Richtige für mich.
There it is. Kirby, you stay here, cover us. We'll try to get down and get a closer look. Let's go. There are no traders in Toisange. The Nazis are in there, all right.
But what do we do, Sarge?
Follow orders, avoid contact. Report back to the lieutenant as soon as possible.
All right. That guy who said the war was hell, man, he sure said a mouthful.
Sir, I want permission to go into Toisange. Find those paratroopers and get them out before any of the underground people break under interrogation. But, sir, they may not break. I want to get them out, too, if they're still alive. They're very special people. Yes, sir, I have a plan. Thank you, sir. Sergeant, get a squad. You know who.
A squad?
Yeah, that's all they're going to let us take with us. We're going to have to get in there, raid the place, and sneak those people out. Take the jeeps with machine guns on them.
Right.
Say, the path you found crosses the main road right outside the village.
You mean the one right here?
Yeah. Are you sure it's wide enough for a jeep?
It's wide enough.
Let's go, Sergeant.
Lieutenant, we've got company.
What are you doing here?
I saw Jacques, that Frenchman, and he told me what you were up to. So I borrowed one of Captain Smith's jeeps.
Borrowed? Well, lady, if you're back in the States, you'd get 10 years for that.
Lieutenant, what you're doing is an important part of my story. The most important part.
Miss Hunt, go back. You're delaying us.
Lieutenant, don't worry about me.
I couldn't care less about you, except you're holding us up. And if I could spare a man, I'd send you back with him under arrest.
All right, I'll stay out of your way. I'll stay right here. All I ask is that when it's all over, you let me go into that village.
I'll take you on a personally conducted tour.
All right, let's go.
Not one German?
None that I could see.
All right. Kirby, Cage, Nelson, Smith, take that Jeep, circle around the rear of the village. We'll go in from the front.
I wonder if he knows something now the rest of us don't.
Don't give me hell with this man!
J'ai rien dit, j'ai pas parlé. J'ai rien dit, j'ai pas parlé.
Old man just died.
He said he didn't talk.
I got a great picture for you. Come on.
Come on.
Most of the Nazis pulled out before we got here. They left behind some of their best interrogators and a few mementos. He's one of the lucky ones. He'll probably survive. Those are people in there. No words on a page, pictures in a magazine. They're not part of a story. They're part of humanity. But you wouldn't know that, would you?
What happened to the paratroopers?
Nobody broke. They were hidden in a root cellar. That old French lady's house, you know, the one that made the speech.
Madame Micheline, what happened to her?
What are you, anyway?
I've told you already, Sergeant. This is my job.
All right, take 10. Come on, you guys, I get some mail here. Hey! Hey, you guys, got some mail! There you go, give me! Yo. Ledger! There you go. What's this big one here? Sergeant Saunders, there's a big one for you. Yeah.
Dear Sergeant Saunders, please read this story. You had a lot to do with it.
What happened at Toisange will never be found in history books. It isn't big enough for that. But as long as courage is virtuous and love of man precious, its story will deserve the telling. His body a living diary, bearing indelible entries to the end of his days. At Toisange I fought, I suffered, I nearly died. Recent antagonists, but death with one final charitable gesture has wiped away all trace of enmity. The courageous and the quick. The dead and the compassionate. From those who will never forget the tribute of tears. Now I know.
They're not part of a story. They're part of humanity. But you wouldn't know that, would you?
Now I know.
Maybe. Just maybe.